want to share with you some ideas about the secret power of time in a freeze of time. In the video, a right strategy called please 30 seconds video. Keep it quiet, please settle down. It's about time and sequence. Take 1, 50 seconds video. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Feelings bundle C. Let's turn into the conversation of the principle in an organization. Come on, Adam, don't be so wishy-washy. Take a beat. I did. 1 beat, Adam, don't be without air. I don't know, guys, I don't want to get in trouble. Okay, 1 beat. What the hell? Life is temptation. It's all yielding, persisting. Yes, no, now, later, impulsive, reflective, reason focus, and future practice. The mind's pursuit for faith to the passion of the moment of teenage girl who plays sexual abstinence and virginity until marriage. Thank you, Justice. The majority, 60%, yielded to sexual temptation within 1 year. And most of them did so without using birth control. So much compromise. Now, let's step 4 years old, giving them a treat. They can have 1 marshmallow now, but if they wait until the experimental campaign, they can have 2. Of course, it is. If you like marshmallow tonight, what happens is 2/3 of the kids give into temptation. They cannot fight. The others, of course, wait. They resist the temptation. They delay the no for later. William Michel, my college at Stanford, went back 14 years later to try to discover what was different about those kids. There were, and the most different, the kids who resisted and kids who yielded. In many ways, the kids who resisted scored 250 points highly on SET. That animals, that's like a whole set of different IQ points. They didn't get in as much trouble. They were better studied, they were self-confident and determined. And the key for me today, the key for you is the word future focus rather than present focus. So what is time perspective? That's what I'm going to talk about today. Time perspective is the study of how individuals, all of us, divide the flow of your human experience into time zone or time categories. And you do it automatically and non-conclusive. They vary between culture, between nation, between individuals, between social classes, between education levels. And the problem is that the case becomes biased because you learn to overuse some of them and underuse the other. What determines any decision you make? You make a decision with which you are going to base an action. For some people, it's only about what is in the immediate situation. What other people are doing and what you are feeling as these people. When they make their decision in one format, we are going to call them present-oriented because their focus is what is now. For others, the present is irrelevant. It's always about what this situation like that I have experienced in the past. So that their decisions are based on the past memories. And we are going to call those people past-oriented because they focus on what was. For others, it's not the past, it's not the future, it's only about the future. Their focus is always about anticipate consequence. Because benefit analysis, we are going to call them future-oriented. Their focus is on what will be. So then, further, I want to end you. The paradox of time is perspective is something that influences every decision you make. You are totally unaware of, namely the extent to which you have one of these times perspective. Well, there is actually 6 of them. There are 2 ways to be present-oriented. There is 2 ways to be past-oriented, 2 ways to be future. You can focus on past positive or past negative. You can be present hedonistic, namely you focus on the joys of life. Or present fatalist, it doesn't matter. Your life is controlled. You can be future-oriented setting goals or you can be transcendental future. Namely, life begins after developing the mental flexibility to see time's perspective depending on the demands of the situation that what you strive for success. They secret family time. They secret friend time. They secret fun time. They secret personal indulgence. They secret hobbies and they secret sleep. So it's affect their health and they look forward achievement and control. I'm sure that resonates with some of the Twister. And it's resonant for me. I grew up as a poor kid in the South Bronx ghetto. A Sicilian family, everyone lived in the past and present. I'm here as a future-oriented person who went all over to them, who did all the sacrifice because teacher influenced and made me future-oriented. Because if you want, you are going to get two of them until I learn to be myself. I have added peace and heroics. I have added a focus on the positive. So at 76 years old, I'm more energetic than ever, more productive, and I'm happier than I have ever been. I just want to say that we are applying this to many world problems, changing the job offerings of the school kids, combating addiction, and changing teen health, curing PTSD with time with homosexuality, medical cures, promoting sustainable and conversation, reducing physical rehabilitation, where there is a 50% dropout rate, altering appeals to suicidal terrorists, and modifying community conflict as time zone classes. So I want to end by saying, many of life's puzzles can be solved by understanding your time perspective, and it's of other, and the idea is simple, so at first, but I think the consequences are really profound. Thank you so much.